What's cracking with you? You're on Die4 Radio, live on the air.
What's happening, baby? This is CL Smooth. What's cracking?
Woo, CL Smooth in the house. What's good with you, homie? How, a pleasure having you on here. It's nice because my mission with Die4 Radio, man, is to have pioneers on here so we can bring back the history of hip-hop and these people can start doing the knowledge and bringing the substance back to the music, and you part of that architect of the substance of this music. So what's good with you, my dude?
Everything. Life is good, Just came off a great tour around the United States and Canada, so it's a great thing. It was a 20-year reunion for the group, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, and all the sold-out shows, and I just want to appreciate everybody for coming out and supporting CL Smooth and Pete Rock, and that's what it's all about, that good hip-hop music.
And not only just good hip-hop music, I mean, the foundation of hip-hop music, and you still keep it relevant. And we've had some OGs on this show, you know what I'm saying, and we've had PMD and like Brother J, X-Clan and Rock, Helter Skelter, and it's amazing how you guys' music is still relevant nowadays. Maybe not to the younger people, you know what I'm saying, and that's what I'm trying to change, but to me, man, that the whole style of music is just still so relevant and still just needed to be heard. You know what I mean?
The surprise that I'm like in awe of is that, I'm not seeing like an old school audience. I'm seeing a whole new young audience of young bloggers, 21, 22, really filling up my shows. You know what I mean? It's not a conventional backpack black audience I'm always catering to. I think people have a misconception of what our audience is a universal. So you might see a whole Mexican crowd. You might see any type of crowd. It's all a mixture of all people, all kinds of people, because our music is universal. I don't make music for the hood. I make music for the world. That's always been my first step in making music.
Absolutely. And, too, I think as far as people have so many names for it, the candy rap or the bubblegum rap or this, kind of music that's a little saturated and this and that, it's almost, I think, at its end to where this kind of real hip-hop is coming around. You see a lot of these underground artists kind of have that boom-bap feel. It was updated, but that good substance, almost like they still banging out on the MPC and, sampling from vinyl and doing the whole thing. And then lyrics again. I think that's really where it needs to be. And you've always had lyrics. Where did a lot of your lyrics come from? I mean, I know everybody, what you go through, you know what I'm saying, through life and everything like that. But as far as to keep it relevant with today, how do you keep your lyrics with that?
Well, first of all, a lot of my lyrics I got from my grandfather. Hands down. I didn't have to go in the street and get lyrics. My grandfather was an eloquent speaker. Even though he wasn't trying to be a lyricist, he was a natural lyricist. The information that he fed me and giving me the opportunity to grow into manhood and help me grow into manhood, I just feel like, taking his lyrics and how he approached himself, how he walked, how he put on his clothes, how he conducted himself, what was his character like, what was his vibe like. And I think I just took all those elements and, I think that's what brought me here today and keeps me relevant today is the fact that a lot of rappers are not being themselves. They have a hard time wanting to be themselves. They don't think that they're interesting enough. They feel like they have to be someone else. So, I just wanted to be me. I thought I was interesting enough to be me, and what I had to contribute to the world would take to it because it was like an act of honesty. It's challenging just being you. It takes a lot just being you and offering it to the world. To, act like somebody else is fairly easy. But I love the challenge. I love the unconventional way of being challenged. And I come from an era where, artists and people wanted to stand out. They didn't just want to join in and rock the same tune and do the same things. They wanted to stand out and be original. I think that's why, my era, not to say that this era this new era isn't good and excellent, and I don't listen to music like everybody else. I think that's why we come from that golden era of great music.
No, absolutely. And you saying that, you know, even the way he dressed and the way he, you know, even walked and stuff like that just, you know, proves even more that hip-hop is a way of life. And I don't mean to be generic like that, but I think it really has to be because it's a culture. And I think that culture, and that culture has kind of been lost with, again, the saturated kind of, you know, whatever genre of hip-hop that's on the radios and everything right now has kind of lost that. It's almost like that the money came and the independent home studios came, you know what I'm saying? And it's like once you got the money, then the money became the culture. You know what I mean? And I think, and again, but I really believe it's the history too. The history of, you know, why you're here is because of hip-hop and CL Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, earlier Sugar T, you know, E40 and the Legit Sister was on. You know, as far as California, right, and hip-hop in general, that's the reason these people are here. And sometimes they don't do that knowledge. And again, man, like if they just researched a little something, you know what I'm saying, and do the knowledge, I think it could put more substance in their music. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to play the single, Anything For You. Tell us a little bit about this single, man.
Well, that's just something I've worked on, like many songs that I work on, but, you know, it's just something that I want to deliver to women in general and give them all the praise and the love, because without them, this would be a kind of a crazy world, and just shout them out and giving them all the respect due, because, you know, that's what I'm into. I'm into showing love, and one of the most beautiful vessels on earth that was given to man was the woman. And I wanted her to know that I would do anything for her. And that's what a man is supposed to do. A man is supposed to, you know, see her point of view and understand her ups and downs and be there for a shoulder to cry on and be that ear to listen to. And that's all a part of life and a lifestyle too, and a culture too. So, you know, a culture between a man and a woman, and keeping it conventional and beautiful, no matter what, you know, you believe in or what your lifestyle is all about. You know, bringing it back to the originality of the process of a man and woman, and a man appreciating a woman. We need more of that artistic form.
And it's featuring who? I don't want to mess up the name. That's why I just want to ask you. Featuring
who?
It's featuring who? I'm sorry. I see the
Kier.
Kier, okay.
Young boy Kier from the Bronx, 23 years old, the up-and-coming new R&B sensation. I just love working with people who are up-and-coming. I feel that their vibe and their hunger is just it's in a different zone, in a different place than, you know, people using these features with names. I'd rather use people with no names, because they just have a hunger, and it just sounds new. It sounds original. So that's what I wanted to come with. I wanted to come with somebody fresh and new, and that has a new, articulate, fresh, new voice and style of giving me a great hook like Anything For You. So I appreciate that young, hungry vibe that he put on it.
Absolutely. CL Smooth, Die4 Radio, Anything For You. We definitely rocking out. And I got my man Jay Sosa's on the line that definitely wants to ask you a question. I got, you know, a couple more great questions for you. So definitely, let's do this. Die4 Radio.
I want you to know how special you are to me. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. No place I wouldn't go. No treasure I couldn't find to make you mine. Listen up. It's like the moment you said you would be my girl. I knew right then I would give you the world. Treat you like a queen, baby, no other option. Here's what I do, though, spoil you rotten. Put you on a pedestal, show you my skills. Love you so much, even pay your bills. Let you start a clean slate, regain focus. That rock on your hand looking real ferocious. You set my soul on fire while it's anything your heart could want or desire. Never wait long, mommy, I can make it snappy. Go above and beyond just to make you happy. Listen closely, I can be attentive. To set you free is my only incentive. Can support your goals, see your point of view. It's what real men do, baby, anything for you. 'Cause I got it. Come on, girl, anything for you. 'Cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. And I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Anything for you. I don't treat it like work, love, this is an honor. Right from the spa to the beauty parlor. Toes and your nails done, get a massage. New condo, plush toy in your garage. Fill the refrigerator up, how that feel? So anytime you're ready, you can cook that meal. My frown is a smile, gray skies are blue. But my home ain't a home if it don't have you. Take you on trips, put your feet in the sand. Every wish you have now is my command. Make sure your eyeshadow match those lips. Holding my precious cargo in those whips. Valet my boo thing and step in the mall. Put any chick against that, you're crushing them all. I support your goals, see your point of view. It's what real men do, baby, anything for you. 'Cause I got it. Come on, girl, anything for you. 'Cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. And I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Anything for you. In pink diamonds, red bottoms to the Birkin bag. Walk-in closet closed still with the tag. Put a rollie on your wrist, princess the bezel. Let them know right now you on a whole nother level. Gotta make you laugh, plan around some fun. But when it comes to the business, we can get that done. Keep your candid fresh, have you living the best. Sit back, sip wine, pile of cash on my desk. Step it up, let it rock for you. You gon' see later on I made it pop for you. I could change your life, found love elusive. I'ma keep you safe, your last man was abusive. I can heal your heart, cause you're bright and smart. Here to prove my worth, I did it right from the start. I support your goals, see your point of view. It's what real men do, baby, anything for you. 'Cause I got it. Come on, girl, anything for you. 'Cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. And I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Anything for you.
Man, that's what's up. CL Smooth in the house. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a hot track. And, you know, it's crazy, too, because I was rocking with GP&D not too long ago on Die4 Radio, and he was like the same thing. He said, man, I got this dude from, you know, the Rakim's neighborhood that is so hungry, and everything he does is so crazy that I want to work with him. You know what I mean? And the hunger is there. So I definitely feel you on that.
Absolutely, man. I mean, this is all a part about being creative and you know, uplifting people. You see people out in the crowd, they're not just fans. They want to do what you want to do. So, you know, when they inspire you, you know, you want to inspire them and give it back. And when you see talent untapped, you know, you want to be one of the first to work with them. And I feel it's an honor to come out and work with these young guys and they recognize, and you know, that's everything you want. If they know the history, that's how you know they're going up. Because some of them know the history. A lot of these young dudes know the history of music, and they follow that code. So when they have respect in that case, you know, you want to give it up to these young dudes. These young dudes are very inspirational. They got very good heads on their shoulders. Yeah, they don't get most of the credit because of the times we're in, but definitely in the times we're in, to be creative nowadays, you got to give them the credit no matter what they're doing. You got to give them the credit. So I want to be one of the first artists to give them that love and that respect and embrace them, and because I want them to embrace my movement also.
Absolutely, absolutely. I got my man Jay Sos on the line. Jay Sos, you rocking with us, CL Smooth?
What's going on? What's going on, CL?
Yo, what's up, champion?
What's going on, fam? Yo, I don't even have too many questions. I just want to say what's up, man. You've been huge inspiration in a lot of our careers, our lives, everything, man. We grow up on you and stuff, dude. You're one of my favorite artists, man, of all time, man. I just want to say thank you for being real, dude, always being you. What you were saying earlier, if you weren't being you, you wouldn't you are today, you know, like it's longevity. And you said you're selling out shows and everything still. So, it's, I mean, I don't know what else to say, bro. I just want to say thanks, man, for being that.
Yeah, I just appreciate it. I feel like that, like, you know, when you talk like that, like it's just an extension of brotherhood, an extension of family. Like you're building that, you're passing that baton to people who could bring it to levels that you can't bring it to. You know what I mean? And they have that young, youthful spirit that wants to make something of themselves, because I've been there. And I want y'all to know when y'all get to a level of my life that y'all don't give up. This is the best times of your life. That this is the most precious times of your life. Not because you're getting older, but because you're getting better. And you got to realize when you're getting better. And you got to give it to, and it's not just something that I want to share with myself. I want to share it with the world now. When you're younger, you got a little bit more narrow mind of what you want to do and how you want to do it, and feeling like it's automatic to you because you work for it. But I think a little older, when you get a little wiser and you get a little older, you start appreciating more the shows and the preparation and how you got to perform. And I always try to perform now like it's my last. So I think my shows are better now that I'm more wiser and have more leadership role, and I know what I need to do in order to be successful now. So I just appreciate the love and the respect from these young warriors and the way they give it up. And I just, you know, I got all the love and respect for y'all because, you know, y'all are respecting your families. Y'all are, you know, representing them to the fullest. And that's what I try to do for my own. So I do nothing but salute y'all. Trust me, humble is the way.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So that's Jay Sos, you know what I'm saying, Die4. I know my homie, my co-host, Phour, got a question for you, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, I got a couple more questions for you. Maybe let you enjoy your night. I mean, just a pleasure having you on here. Phour, you still rocking with us?
Woo! What up, CO Smooth?
What's up, my kin? How you feeling?
Hey, man, that new joint, man, that shit was hot, man. That shit was dope.
Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, give it up to the ladies. I think it's not about disrespecting them. It's just about celebrating them. I think it's a wonderful thing, and it needs to be practiced more. I think the world would be a better place with it.
Yeah, but not just on the topic of the song, but the delivery. It's like you never went nowhere. You really got sharper with it. To me, you was always one of the smoothest rappers out. Like, I remember I always had you have this argument with homeboy, and they'd be like, nice and smooth, G-Rock and still smooth, bit nice and smooth, and I'm like, nah, how the fuck you figure that? I always said that you guys were better than nice and smooth, but have you ever heard of that comparison ever between you guys before?
No, to me, it's just a name. I think we're far different. We have different music. We have different approaches. Yeah. But, you know, I would take a compliment.
I mean, I like nice and smooth, but...
Yeah, I would take that compliment as to say they were great pioneers of music, and we have similar approach to, you know, loving music and being friends and being a group that have been on the same bill and performed before. But I look at them as great individuals, and, you know, we all have our individuality. In that era, you had to be different. You couldn't be the same. Otherwise, you couldn't make a living. So it was definitely a different approach. You know, we were more on the jazz. You know, that real jazz sound with the horns, with the pianos, with different snares and different beats.
Yeah, it was totally different. Because I was telling my homie, you bugging, like, how the fuck are you going to compare the two totally different sounds?
Two different energies, man. You know, we were more like a tsunami, and they were more like just an earthquake. You know what I mean? Just shaking up the joint, the hip hop junkies, and with a different energy that was raised. More like real smooth, real, you know, delivery.
Yeah, but you was always right, sharp with your flow, though, man.
You know, and
yes,
keep that flow.
You was always with it.
Like
you was always with it.
I'll name my 3 favorite songs that you've done right now. And I know most motherfuckers won't know because they're gonna go with the popular stuff. But my favorite 3 songs that you personally ripped was the main ingredient on the main ingredient.
Right.
What's next on the menu from the Who's the Man soundtrack? And Death Becomes You on the Menace to Society soundtrack. Those songs are the ones that always kept me intact and like CL Smooth. I mean, those songs like to gravitate me to listen to more and more of your music because the delivery and everything was perfect and I loved it. And I thank you for that.
Man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I had fun making those records. Those were very fun records to make, man. And I enjoy doing what I do, and that's what makes it all worthwhile. Is I love doing what I do. So if anybody could feel that vibe and feel that whole energy of loving a person loving what he does into the music, then that's what makes the people gravitate towards it. And I'm just appreciative. I'm just very humbled by it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I also bought your last two albums too. The Outsider was The Outsider.
Oh, yeah.
Outsider, I forgot what the other one. I'm pretty high right now. I can't think. It was one more before that. American Me, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the one.
American Me was my first independent record. You know, I enjoyed making that too. I think that was a time where I wanted to just prove to people that I still had it. And I think I did
you still
that
have it for sure, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got it. You still got it.
It's just that motherfuckers missed you. That's all it was. Like, what is CL Smooth, man? Because CL Smooth, I don't give a fuck. Back then when everybody was popping up, because you guys were popping up at the same time with everybody else.
Right.
I don't know. I put my money on you, like, probably 99% of the time, it was to come down to clothes and delivery and crisp, no flaws. It's just, you smooth like that, and I love that shit about you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I have fun making these records, and like I said, man, I appreciate all the people who come out to my shows, all the sold-out shows, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful time. Every time I go out and promote and go out and do shows, it's just a lot of love and a lot of respect. You know, I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm overwhelmed by the reaction of people when I go out and perform. It's just a lot of love, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. And we're going to go to actually, Matt, before we can go to one more call, you know what I'm saying, there just got a Twitter message, 94133, yo, this is Bryce JR from Die4. What's happening with you?
Yo, it's JR. Yo, CL Smooth, my brother. Yo, thank you for all them classics, everything that you've done, just the lyrics that still, you know, them songs that still are relevant today. And just keep me nostalgic, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it'll take me back to a date and time when I was younger and everything, and even till today, it still resonates in my head. And the moment I hear them, I stop whatever I'm doing. It don't matter what the fuck I'm doing. I just stop whatever I'm doing just to listen and bob my head real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Show of love, man. I appreciate it, man. This is what inspires me to do what I do and be the best person I can be, because, you know, as long as the people love you, you'll always be strong and you'll always have your feet on the ground. So, you know, I just want to be able to, you know, do what I love doing, and that's making music and letting the people enjoy it. You know, I want to continue to do it as long as I can. So, you know, I'm just appreciative of all the compliments. It's very overwhelming sometimes, but you know what? It's very appreciative in this day and time where, you know, you really get love and you really get an understanding and come into a common goal. And I think music is what brings people together most of all in life if you're a human being. And I think music calms the savage beast, and we need music to really keep us going in life. That's the key to happiness, is music.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That music is what, you know, ties us all together, man. That's what keeps us young ones coming up and being able to, you know, go back and study what's happened before us. It helps us appreciate more of what's been set for us and the goals that we have to accomplish as young artists.
Absolutely. That's why we got to keep all these dreams going.
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate you rocking with us. Obviously, Die4 Zone. Definitely get it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go into the classic because, man, these people are blowing me up, man. I got to go into They Reminisce. You know, I mean, I have to do, because these people are like, you can't do it. And then I got my 312 caller, which I think is my next special guest. But do me a favor, man, just, you know what I'm saying, introduce this track, They Reminisce, with you and Pete Rock, you know what I'm saying, and give a Die4 shout out. Now I got one more question for you after the song, and then we go into, you know what I'm saying, let you enjoy your night, and obviously just blessed to have you. So go ahead and rock this out for these fans, because they're killing me if I don't play this right now.
This one to Troy, because Troy was very inspirational in making this piece right here. I want to give a strong shout-out to Tom Scott, who helped orchestrate and put this piece together with the lyrics that I put together. And it was a great session. I remember the session like it was yesterday. I wrote this song before I heard the music, and it was awesome. And when we put the music with Tom Scott and put the lyrics together with it, it was just awesome, man. So I just wanted everybody to listen to Troy. It's a true story of a young man coming up in the world and introducing you to his family and the inside track of how he grew up in the world. So I want everybody to listen to They Reminisce Over You with Pete Rock and C.L. Smooth.
I reminisce for a spell, or shall I say think back 22 years ago to keep it on track. The birth of a child on the 8th of October, a toast, but my granddaddy came sober. Count all the fingers and the toes, now I suppose you hope the little black boy grows. 18 years younger than my mama, but I really got beaten cause the girl loved drama. In single parenthood, there I stood. By the time she was 21, had another one. This one's a girl, let's name her Pam. Same father as the first, but you don't give a damn. Irresponsible, plain not thinking. Papa said chill, but the brother keep winking. Till he won't down, you would tear out your hide. On your side while the baby make a slide. But mama got wise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative, for the woman a master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you, my God. I recall a man off the family tree. My right hand, Papa Doc, I see. Took me from a boy to a man, so I always had a father. When my biological didn't bother taking care of this, so who am I to bicker? Not a bad ticker, but I'm clocking Pop's liver. But you can never say that his life is through. 5 kids at 21, believe he got a right to. Here we go while I check the team with the Portuguese lover at the age of 14. The same age, front page, no fuss, but I bet you all you know they live longer than us. Never been seen now, that's where you're wrong. But give the man a taste and he's gone. Nodding off sleep to a jazz tune. I can hear his head banging on the wall in the next room. I get the pillow and hope I don't wake him. For this man to cuss, hear it all in verbatim. Telling me how to raise my boy unless he's taking over. I said, Pop, maybe when you're older. We laughed all night about the hookers at the party. My old man standing yelling, good God almighty. Use your condom, take sips of the brew. When they reminisce over you, for real. For real, baby. Like that. For real, coming at ya. In 92, rock and feel cool. Yeah, come on. I reminisce so you never forget this. The days are way back, so many bear witness the fitness. Take the first letter out of each word in this joint. Listen close as I prove my point. P to the R-O-Y, how did you and I meet in front of Big Lou's fighting in the street? But only you saw what took many time to see. I dedicate this to you for believing in me. Rain or shine, yes in any weather. My grandma Pam holds the family together. My Uncle Doc's the greatest, better get the latest. If we're talking about a car, Uncle Sterling got the latest. I strive to be live cause cause I got no choice and run my own business like my Aunt Joyce. So Pete Rock hit me, enough respect due when they reminisce over you. Listen. Just listen to the funky song as I rock on, and that word is born. I'm not playing, everybody just pulling. This song is dedicated to the one and only. Never be another, he was my brother. Trouble T. Roy, like that, y'all. And it don't stop. Rockin' Still Smooth for 92. And we out. Later.
Die4 Radio in the house. I'm chilling with CL Smooth, pioneer, extraordinaire. You know what I mean? Just doing it big, man. I mean, that track's timeless, my dude. Like, for real timeless. Big up to Pete Rock, because he's obviously one of the best producers to hit the market ever. You know what I mean? So, big stuff. That song's still, again, it's still relevant to me today. And there's some youngsters that maybe heard it for the first time right now and be like, yo, that shit was hot. So, you know what I'm saying? So I got to tell you, man, I really appreciate you spending the time with Die4 Radio. We got your back for whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? So any new endeavors, anything you got, please come to me. I'll help you out with everything. And it's just a pleasure having you here.
Yo, it was a pleasure to kick it with you guys and chop it up, man. You know, anytime y'all can follow me on, you know, my Instagram, you know, The Real CL Smooth, and just, you know, you can chop it up from there, man. It's all love, man. I wish everybody the best. And, you know, I'll see y'all soon.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do me a favor real quick, too, man. Could I get a Die4 Radio shout-out from you, because that's legendary to me, man.
What you say? Say it again, brother.
Could I get a Die4 Radio shout out so I can chop that shit up? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it sound like the wake up show for my radio, man. Could I get a quick shout out from you?
Yo, this is the Mechatron CL Smooth, and you're on Die4 Radio, baby. Holla at me.
Woo, that's what's up. That's what's up. Much love to you, fam. Definitely keep me involved in, you know what I'm saying, everything that you're doing, because, like I said, I mean, it's all relevant, man, and it's definitely something that needs to be heard, and I'm going to be the one to definitely help that get out.
Yo, it's all love, baby. Thank you very much, man, for your support, man. Thank you. Peace out.
No problem. Peace out, man. Definitely. We got a 312 caller. 312.